we live? Are we live? Is it working? I think it's working. Alright, cool. Alright guys, let me see. Can't change the title. Can I change the title? Alright, cool. Alright, title's changed. Okay, cool. Alright, hey guys, just want to make a quick little live video on this indicator, which you can access for free. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe to any one of my videos or live streams. And yeah, you can use this indicator for free. Basically, we've got a bunch of lines here. Looking at the daily chart on Bitcoin, whenever price crosses above or below these lines, you can see that the trend on both micro and macro levels changes. Obviously, if chop, you can have a small little bull run within a overall bearish trend or trend channel, I should say. But this indicator works on any time frame, so you can pull it up on the minute if you want to trade the minute chart, although I don't recommend it. And you can change the settings, so you don't even have to have all these lines enabled if you don't want. You can just do, let's say you want to show the 5-minute line. It'll change in a second. There it is. So that little purple line there, that's basically the same thing as the green line and the orange line. It's just the green and the orange are always going to be there regardless of the time frame that you're on. So if I go to the 3-minute, you'll see the green and the orange still there. However, the purple line, which we had set to 5 minutes, is still set at 5 minutes. It doesn't change regardless of what time frame I go on here. But what you don't want to do is load a higher time frame on the chart and load a lower time frame on the line. I mean, you could do that, but it just won't do you any good. Yeah, you'll see, price or the line hugging price a little bit more, but you can see the same metrics on a lower time frame. It just doesn't make sense to do that. That's not how this indicator was designed. So you've got your indicator lines, and you can set any one of these time frames to any one of these lines here. Add up to 6 lines, and then you've got these. I'm gonna hide this for a second. You've got these blocks right here. These are, some people call them order blocks. Some people call them liquidation. Some people just know these areas as support and resistance. But basically, these lines, or these blocks, I should say, is where people are most likely to place their stops. So let's say you entered a trade in long on this cross. When it crossed above this, either the purple line or the green line or whatever you're using, right? Or a lot of people, especially if they got in around here or even this purple line, they set their stop right here at this green line or this green block, rectangle type thing. So price is going to gravitate towards that area again, as well as this one, right? It's just we don't know if the price is going to hit this order block first or this order block first. And then obviously you've got your order blocks here in between where people have likely placed their stops. So stops get swept, and I mean, I don't really like trading lower time frames because then you have to buy and sell a lot more often. You have to look at the chart a lot more often. So that's why I prefer to use the daily chart or trade on the daily. and just enable these here. These are the settings I'll show you that I like to use. We'll do 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. Alright, yeah, that looks good. So there's really not a lot to report on since my last video. Just figured I'd go live real quick just to show you all how the settings work. But again, you can use this indicator for free. Just like, comment, and subscribe to any one of my videos. And yeah, whenever price, crosses below any of these lines here, you know that we're going bearish. And then these 3 lines, the yellow, red, and green, are just EMAs. So, but yeah, right now it looks like there's some sideways chop because there's some indecision in the market. After we, really start to stay below this orange line for a little while, that would be confirmation for me that price is gonna go down, or at least be bearish, whether it be for a day or 2 days or a week or whatnot. But you kind of see what I'm talking about here, and like here's an example, here's an example, here's an example. And I love trading the daily because it moves, the chart candles move so slow, and it's great because it gives you plenty of time to react, think about what you're going to do, why, kind of really plan out your strategy. When you're trading on a lower time frame, it's not exactly convenient, or you can make more money trading on a lower time frame, but you just have to be mindful of your P's and Q's and stay on top of things here. But if you're going to do that, here's how I would do it. Let me pull up my drawing tool if I can find it. Alright, there it is. So how I would trade the lower time frames is I would start on the daily, and I would basically do what I'm doing now, which is putting these liquidation zones in. Yeah, so this one's already been swept, as we can see. So that looks good. Let me make this a little smaller. Alright, yeah, I guess that's one, right? How far back does that go? There's another one there too. Yeah, so there's one right here. Really small. Put that there. So this is how I would trade the smaller time frame charts. I know you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? You're still on the daily. How is this trading the lower time frame charts? So here's how. You start on the daily chart. You draw out these support, or these, not support, but liquidation areas. Then you go to the smaller time frames, and you continue to do that wherever you see these order blocks. Oh, there's another one right there. It's really small. There's 2 of them. We just draw them out. So we went from the daily to the 4-hour. Yeah. And there's one right there. And then I would go to the 1-hour. And you just keep doing this until you get to the time frame that you want to trade. And then this one is actually not a liquidation area or liquidation block, but actually a fair value gap. And basically it acts as either support or resistance for where price is going to gravitate towards at some point, potentially. But as far as what a fair value gap is, you can go ahead and do your own research and learn about ICT trading if you want. You can do that on your own. I'm just going to keep drawing these lines out here. Alright. Okay. And, oops, let me undo that. And go down to 15. See if we see any extras. Yep, we see some more. There's a bunch of them. Boom. Put that one in there. That one got swept. Alright, there's another one here. There's another one. Alright, there's a couple more here. Might have to extend some of these a little bit further to the right, but I just want to get them there on the chart, just so they're there for the sake of the fact that I want to find them later. Okay, so let's go down to the 5 minute. And you technically don't need to keep drawing these order blocks once you get down to the time frame that you want to trade. Because you already see these ones here. But let's just, for the sake of doing it, just do it. I'll just put that there. This is how I would use this indicator to trade the smaller time frames. So just keep, let me just add this one. Is that one right there? Is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, let me just draw that one. There's two of them actually. And then there's another one below it. These are all areas where price could get liquidated. Okay, 3 minute. Looks like there's no change really. Okay. Now we're down to the 1 minute. Okay. Now looking at the 1 minute chart, what we want to do is we want to change these lines. So I'll change this to be 3 minutes. Change this one to be 5. Where is that? 5 minutes. This one I'll put at 15. This one I'll put at 30. And this one I'll put on hourly. And I'll turn this one on and I'll put it on 4 hour. Okay. Alright. So this is how I would trade 1 minute, right? I wouldn't do this normally, but I'm just showing you guys for the sake of you knowing how to use this indicator. So we can see that price wants to gravitate towards these order block sections. That's where people's stops are going to get triggered, and basically if I was betting, you know, against somebody who's shorting, I would say that the price is going to go up, and that they probably put in their stop at least somewhere in this blue box, right, or in this red box, and they probably got into their position either here or here. And if I'm betting the other direction, if I wanted to bet that direction, I would say, okay, my target for my exit is going to be where that stop level is, right? So I would enter when we cross above this green and this step line and this purple step line, this green and purple step line. When price crosses above that, and you got to catch it on the minute, it might happen on this live stream, but that's where I would enter my trade. Actually, I would enter it right now if I was trading this chart, if I was trading the 1 minute, which I'm not. But if I was, I would enter my long right now, because as you can see, where the price is right now, we've been, you know, hitting that as the level of support for, since what? I'm in Chicago, and but this is from 5 p.m. Now 7:15, so about 2 hours. Price has been, you know, bouncing off of this level. I'll draw the line so you all can see it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, but yeah, price has been bouncing off of this level for about 2 hours now, and there we go. See, we see prices right now, just now, going above the those lines. So it's going to shoot up, and it's probably going to get to, at least I would say, keep in mind around the 1 minute, it's probably going to get at least to this zone right here, I would say. Right? And I'll just make that a different color, just so we know what we're talking about. So price is probably going to shoot up to at least this zone, and then we should keep an eye on whether or not these step lines, this green and purple step lines, are coming up, and if price is coming down against them, because then that would signify the trend is reversing yet again, right? And we're talking super small, but to give you an idea of how to use this indicator and how to trade with this indicator, I'm just showing you on the 1 minute. You can apply this exact same thing on a larger chart size. You can drill down from the yearly chart down to the 6 month, down to the 3 month, down to the month, down to the week, or you can do custom time frames, and you can drill down and draw these liquidation zones, and change your settings for the indicator. Like I said, you can use this indicator for free. The first 1,000 people that like, comment, and subscribe to the channel will get access to this indicator for free. Just go ahead and do that, and comment your TradingView username as well, and I will add you to the list of users who can pull this up on their chart. But yeah, after 1,000 users, it's not going to be free anymore. Oh, look at that. We got a fair amount of chop here. So you can see price, when you see this level of chop, it's because price is being influenced by larger time frames. You usually don't see this kind of chop on the larger time frames, because the larger time frames affect the smaller time frames and not the other way around, right? Which should be obvious to some people, but I mean, I guess it just depends on how long you've been trading. But yeah, price I think is still going to go up on this 1 minute chart. Like I said, I'm not trading it, I'm just speculating it, just to show you how the indicator works. But you can apply these exact same ideas on how to use this indicator on larger time frames as well. So how long is it going to take to get to this level? I don't know. It could get there. Right now it's 7:15. Could take 45 minutes to an hour to get there, right? We could see a bunch of chop, and it could eventually get there, or it could break down below support. But if it breaks down below support, it's probably gonna break down pretty fast, at least to somewhere in this blue zone. And it's probably gonna come down hard. But then the bottom of the zone is probably support, the next level of support, if it breaks down below this red line. And then obviously there's this level of support as well. Oops. Did not mean to do that. No, what's going on here? Alright, there it is. There it is. Alright, so yeah, we've got a little tiny liquidation zone here, got support here. I mean, yeah, that's basically how you use this indicator. It's very powerful. Like I said, you can pull it up on any time frame, but I'm just gonna go ahead and, how do I delete all the remove 25 drawings. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and reset this chart. I'm gonna put this back to daily. I don't even know why I unchecked those. Put this back to where is it? Weekly, monthly, and 3 month. Day, week, month, 3 month, 6 month. All right. Okay, and then put the chart back on daily. Put this on auto. All right, cool. So yeah, that's how I would do it. I mean, I guess we could pull up, 12-month chart here. Do we see any order block liquidation areas on this? No. There's not enough data for us to be able to populate that. Really, there's not enough data for us to populate anything on the yearly chart for Bitcoin. Let's look at the 6 month. Still not enough data. Let's look at the 3 month. I don't see any order block data. Let's look at the monthly. Alright, we're getting somewhere. There's one there. Yeah, I mean, it's really just a matter of there not being enough data. There we go. I would say that an order block is, or a liquidation zone is most likely forming right here. One isn't drawn on the chart yet, on the weekly, but I mean, unless we break above, what is this, 109, basically 110,000, we're going to come back down, and that's going to serve as a point of resistance. So, don't want to make this live too long, but like I said, guys, go ahead and like, comment, add, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what your TradingView username is, and you will get this indicator for free for the first 1,000 people. After that, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'll probably charge money for it, but you get it for free forever if you just like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. All right, guys.